ask even rude questions if you have something in your mind. So please feel free to ask us something, and we can start the show by introducing our latest studio album, which is here.
Really nice cover.
Looking for You album came out recently by Napalm Records. We also, for the first time ever, we got an LP vinyl release. It's here. So if you are a fan of traditional LPs, it's now possible to get Amberian Dawn vinyl too. And also the new album is available on all streaming platforms like Spotify, YouTube, Deezer, and all those countless amounts of platforms. You know better than I do those. Which one is your favorite platform for streaming music? It's everywhere you can find it. So we can ask some questions. We've got some questions in advance. And for example, here is, how do you pronounce his name? Romain.
Yeah, I think so.
Romain is asking us about, do we have any unreleased songs? Well, not really. I have hundreds of songs which are in draft mode. They are not ready. And so we don't have any songs ready at the moment. So you just have to wait until we start making a new album, and let's see how the music is coming out in the future. What is going to be the next musical style? I don't know yet. Do you have any comments about the new album? There's been a lot of questions about.
Yeah, Christian Kremer. He's asking which is my favorite song from the new album. All of them, but I think the most, is it sensitive, right word to say, Universe, because it's a story when you are like dying and you're going to somewhere else, and it's from the right that moment when you die, and you have to sing it quite nice, and you can't have force in your voice, or like, yeah, a lot of emotion you have to have when you sing songs like that.
Yeah,
that's my favorite.
Universe is nice song. For me, I think my favorite one at the moment is Two Plates. My favorite songs varies almost every day, because one day I have this one as my favorite, and next day I have some other song.
Yeah.
So there seems to be a lot of people there already. There's, for example, there's Daniel. Hello, Daniel.
Hello.
Arton, Kai, Zoltan. So what could be the next one we could answer here? Favorite songs, yeah. Christian is asking about Switzerland things. By the way, we made on the charts in Switzerland. Thank you all the people there. Switzerland, we've been in C7 in Bratten several times. It's one of our favorite venues. It's always great to play in Switzerland, and especially in Bratten, one of the best venues ever. Yeah. We really enjoy the place. There's very good backstage areas for band members. You can take showers there, etc., and a nice kitchen.
Shower.
Yes. Just the traditional showers, not anything else. There's Vareli asking about what inspired you to cover ABBA's song. Do you really have to ask this? Isn't it obvious? For me, it's about just doing a good cover song, and I just felt this ABBA song felt right for us. for our style. I wouldn't like to make cover versions of songs which aren't working perfectly in our hands. And also, there's been questions about, is it possible for us to make a full album of just covers? And also, for example, just ABBA songs.
Yeah.
It's possible, but it's really hard because those songs are huge. There are massive compositions, really big songs, and everybody knows them. So it's really easy to ruin the song.
Yeah.
So you have to make the song work perfectly. That's the only way to do it. If good is not enough.
Yeah.
So it might be hard to find 10 songs from ABBA which are working with us perfectly. Yeah. It's possible, but it's hard.
Yeah.
Also, we have been talking about some other bands. Would be nice to make cover songs of, for example, Modern Talking.
Yeah.
And Nick Kershaw.
Yeah.
You remember?
Riddle
song would be really
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if there's any new questions. There's people from Ukraine. Nice. I can't pronounce that name. It's written in some mysterious font.
Yeah. I can't even try.
There's Eric. Eric is asking about, do you think it's possible to make a duet with Toni Kakko? What do you think about Toni Kakko?
I like it. Really good idea. I think
it's possible. Also, we have to think about the musical concept. If we have a song where is good slot for him,
Yeah.
Because we don't just want to do something because it's possible. It has to be perfect match. Like on our latest album, we had guesting a vocalist named Fabio Lione.
Yeah.
Great singer of Rhapsody of Fire.
Yeah.
And it was just perfect with him. It was the first singer I thought for the role.
Yeah.
And
it was amazing to watch when he was singing. It was like all hands and all like he was almost like in musical, like on the stage playing some role. It was amazing.
His hands were
Yeah.
going there and there. He was really like typical Italian guy.
Yeah.
When they talk, they use their hands a lot.
Yeah.
Also, when Fabio was singing, he was using his hands a lot. He was really living the song. He was not just singing the song. He was really into it.
Yeah.
He was living the role. Okay. Marco is asking about your hair color.
Hair color.
So,
well,
I think you have had several hair colors.
Yeah, I had.
Years.
Yeah, but now because I'm at home, I cut it. I have short hair now, and actually, it was more pink 2 days ago, and then I washed it like several times. So I don't know. I like every color. I don't know what mood I am in, so that's how my hair is.
Okay, for me the black is fine. I like to wear black, and
not pink.
I might do it on stage. It would be fun to try something different for a while. Okay, we have some questions relating to music. Really interesting. Eiler Music Odyssey is asking, will you go back to 2 guitarists? That is a really good question because our first years, maybe 5 or 6 years, we had 2 guitarists. We have had some great guitar players in our band like Kimmo Korhonen, Kasperi Heikkinen, and now we have Emil Pohjalainen. Also, on our first tour, even I played guitar on stage with Kasperi, and then I decided to concentrate more on keyboards on stage. But it's all about the music style. At the moment, we don't need two guitarists, I think, because the music doesn't require it.
Yeah.
But if we are getting more heavier, or maybe if we would go back to more symphonic metal, power metal kind of music, then I think we would need a second guitarist on stage. And if this is going to happen, I don't know. I think we can ask Kimmo Korhonen to join us again. But at the moment we don't need second guitarist at the moment. But everything is open for the future. We don't know anything about our future style yet, because we haven't started working with new material yet.
Yeah.
Do you have anything ready you would like to answer? There's one question from Katie. She's asking about our tour gear. Of course, we have a lot of musical instruments, technical stuff with us. And Katie is asking, what is your must-have item you take on tour? So, what do you think? We have some personal stuff. For me, I think the most important thing is laptop.
Yeah, iPad, phone.
This might be a little lame.
Yeah.
There's no rock and roll there, but you really cannot travel without laptop, because when you are traveling with band, you need to be online almost all the time, because the show is only 1 hour per night, but then you have to be online on social media, doing all kind of things. There's not so much free time, so you need to be connected all the time almost. So I think laptop is our most important personal item.
And is it slippers? Tossut?
Yeah, I don't know the English word.
Maybe slippers.
I can show you. You have this kind of shoes, which are really, really good when you are traveling in a bus.
Yeah.
And I think we all have some kind of this kind of shoes there. I don't know, is the word sleepers or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. So there's Dario and asking something. Was the band hit hard financially due to the outbreak? Well, we haven't cancelled any tours, so it's not so hard for us. But of course, you can support your favorite bands by buying albums and merchandise. There's a lot of stuff available on web shops. There's T-shirts and everything, that kind of stuff. So it's really easy, really. And one thing you can use, always use those legal platforms for streaming. You don't have to download illegally nowadays, because there's so many options available, also free options like Spotify. So best way to support is to use those legal channels for streaming and also buy those records. There was something about Revolution album and Darkness of Eternity album. What inspired you to change up the style? I think almost every album has been different somehow. Myself, I don't like to do same kind of stuff all over again. It's always nice to change something and try some new stuff, like some kind of new instruments or different kind of arrangements. Since we have been doing music with Capri since 7 or 8 years ago, I think we have gone to softer direction all the time, and maybe that's the reason we decided to make this ABBA cover also. And there's no specific reason behind it. It's just been it's felt natural so far, and I've been happy with the music. I think you have also been and band members have been like to make these experiments with different kind of music. And like I said before, we don't know anything about the future. We might surprise you again by doing something really heavy and fast. But you can also write us. You can make comments on the comment field here, and you can be in touch with us in social medias, and you can suggest us something. You can tell what you think about our new style or old style. There's a lot of styles being going on during these years, so. Yeah. But I think it's nice to make something different always.
Yeah. For me, Darkness of Eternity album, I had some maybe dark period. Then because all of the songs or the lyrics are quite like, I'm going to be some, I don't know how to say it, but I wasn't happy at that time. So, but now if you compare it to Looking for You, it's all about like, you can do it, we can do it.
It's uplifting.
Yeah, like having,
happier music.
yeah. So
that's life. I think there's good times and bad times, and sometimes you feel happy and sometimes you feel sad. These all things affect the music, of course. When you are composing music or writing lyrics, your feelings has a lot to do with the results. So there's been questions about touring in general, and people has been asking about are we able to make shows there and there. I can say that we would like to make shows all over the world.
Yeah.
It's not easy to travel to Japan, for example. There's, for example, here asking about doing shows in Japan. Would be really nice to make shows there, but it's not easy to make it there. Long travel and so. But we would like to make shows everywhere. So that's the basically the thing. At the moment, we are planning to make some kind of tour in the late November or December. Let's see if it's going to happen. There's been a lot of tours cancelled already due to this coronavirus thing. But we've been talking with different bands about doing tour in November and December. So let's see if it's going to happen. And probably in Central Europe.
Yeah.
Also, I think we might be doing some shows in Finland too. So maybe in Helsinki and Tampere at least.
Yeah.
And let's see from there. If there's a lot of people attending to those shows in Helsinki and Tampere, we might do more shows, maybe in Jyväskylä city and Oulu and Kuopio. So let's see. It's also possible to make those shows next year, early next year. So you can check out our websites for info. We try to update those so you can get all the latest info there. So what else? Do you find anything you want to ask? What music from the new album did you like the most? Well, I like all of my songs because as a composer, I need to be happy with my work. So, but it always tied to the time period. For example, it's been so different back then, 10 years ago, compared to the situation now. So if I wrote something 10 years ago, I was happy then with those songs. Not necessarily now. I would make maybe something differently.
Me too.
And so it's always in the moment when we are in the studio, we like to make the music we like at that moment.
Yeah.
that things change, feelings change, so feelings can be really different after 1 year, or even after some couple of months. But we just have to make the best we can at that moment, and we can be proud of the music we make. And so when the album is out, we might make some shows, and when time goes by, it might be that some songs don't sound so great anymore, but they were great at that moment when they were recorded. So long answer. There was also something questions about Tommi Kurja, our first bass player. Did ex-bassist Tommi write any of your material, your first 3 albums? No, he did not write songs, but he made the bass. He played the bass lines and also made some contributions to bass lines, of course. He was a really good bass player, so he played the songs in his way.
Yeah. Someone is asking if I play any instruments. Well, I play piano, not good, but I can manage because when I'm teaching, I have to play when they are doing those like vocal exercises and those things. But if I never go and like have a gig with piano, I can't play that good.
Okay, I play keyboards and guitar, bass guitar, and some drums. I'm not so good of playing anything really. I used to play drums more when I was teenager, but I wasn't really studying playing drums. I just played, something 80s heavy metal, like Ronnie James Dio songs and Deep Purple, Rainbow. I just bang it away.
Yeah.
And I have been forced to record some bass lines. Was it in Revolution album? I needed to record a couple of bass lines. Was it River of Tuoni and some other songs?
Okay.
So I have recorded some bass, but I'm not good bass player. And also, of course, I've been playing a lot of guitar from AD. Not so much lately. I'm not so good player, so I'm letting Eli to play all those shredding solos nowadays. There's been some talks with band members that we've been planning maybe to do it. Like I might be playing some guitar on stage in the future, maybe song or two during the set. I don't know, would you like it or not?
I thought that you were going to say that we are all switch instruments.
Yeah, also that was also one plan of ours, so that we would all change our slots. So, for example, I could play guitar, Amy would play bass guitar, and Jukka would play drums. So it would be really nice.
Yeah.
I think we are going to do it someday. So wait for it. That's one good reason to attend to our shows in the future. You want to see, for example, Amy playing drums.
Yeah.
But in this case, Amy is really good drum player.
Really?
Yeah, he's playing drums for a long time. So maybe he's too good to play drums. So maybe he can play bass. And I don't know.
Too good.
who is our first drummer? He can play drums on that songs. But to be serious, we really have been thinking about this, and also that I could play a couple of songs live with guitar. It would be nice because I haven't played guitar on stage for a long time now, so it would be nice. I don't know how I can play anymore, but it would be nice to make some experience again. Welcome to Poland. Yes, we have been there a couple of times. It It's a nice country. Do you know band Evergrey? Yes, we know. If I right remember, we have been supporting one of their songs in our early career. I think it was in Finland, 2008. Evergrey was playing somewhere in Finland, and we were supporting them. Maybe it was in Tampere or Helsinki. I don't remember anymore. Right, so yes, Paul Holmes asking, what was it like to play Benny's synthesizer? Well, it was awesome, of course. It was like a dream come true for me, because for us musicians, we are playing instruments, guitar or synthesizers, keyboards. The instrument is more than just an item. It's also something more, and I think there's maybe a soul. Every instrument have a soul, some kind of feeling. So it was just amazing to think that Benny Andersson was playing that same instrument before, and he had using it on the ABBA albums. It was really great to play the same instrument. Also, the instrument I used there, Yamaha GX1, is extremely rare. There's only a couple of working devices left in the whole world anymore.
Okay.
And it was really expensive back then. It's made in late 70s.
Yeah.
The synthesizer. It weighs about 300 kilograms. So it's really heavy, big device, and really rare. So you don't have so many chances to play that instrument anymore. And also, this specific one was really played by Benny himself. So it was really great, of course. There's a comment of not all songs have ABBA influence. Of course not. I think it's good that there's different kind of songs on the album. Also, there was in fact one more traditional song on the latest album, the symphony song, on which Fabio Lione was guesting. I think it's more traditional symphonic metal we used to do earlier. So because the song was not now on this album, it's possible to us to make even more this kind of music in the future. Let's see.
Yeah.
And also the symphony series, we've been talking about making more parts for it. Do you have any comment on the symphony song series about the lyrics or something? There's kind of story there.
Yeah, story is still like kesken. Now I lost word.
Unfinished.
Kesken. Well, yeah, all those symphonies is they are going to be one story, and the song called Magic Forest is one of those, even though the name is not symphony or something, but it's one part of the story. So I'm waiting for that Tuomas is finished with his composing those, and I can write my story.
So let's see. It's possible to make new parts. There's also questions about your singing technique. It's Jorge, how do you pronounce it? It's Jorge, or how do you? Jorge.
Yeah.
Asking about do you have any recommendation to improve those techniques? You can also tell more about singing in general. How do you feel about singing? And
well, I was 14 when I had my first singing teacher, but because I'm so old, there wasn't any pop or heavy teachers. It was all classical. So I was 14, and it's all about breathing technique for me, because I think voice is something you have to use like all parts of it. like there is no bottom and no or top. You just sing. Don't think about it. But it's all about the right breathing technique. And when young people ask how can I sing so high, I simply answer that I kind of squeeze from my stomach. I don't know how to say it in English, but you have to work with your abs too when you sing like pop, rock, heavy. It's not the same when you sing classical, but if it hurts, stop and find another way to sing. But breathing technique, that's
okay. Okay, and I know that you're also classical
yeah.
trained singer and also, how do you say, pop music.
Yeah.
So you know a lot of singing techniques, and you are using those techniques on our music because there's parts in music which requires more operatic touch, and some songs requires some softer or kind of rock metal kind of singing. You have different styles of singing, and we have different kinds of songs.
Yeah.
So you can sing in different way in different songs. That's refreshing, I think. So back to the comments, and there's Barely, do you think you are better than Turisas? Well, I don't think we are not better. I don't think we are better than any other band. And also, I don't think that music is something which needs to be compared like which band is better. I think all bands are good because music is about doing something you want to do. I don't like to compare any bands. Which one is better or worse. Göran is asking about what do you think about Yngwie Malmsteen? Do you have inspiration? Well, Yngwie Malmsteen is one of my first idols. When I was a young teenager, I was starting to play guitar. I had a couple of guitar heroes: Ritchie Blackmore, Yngwie Malmsteen, Vinnie Moore, Joe Satriani, those traditional guitar heroes, and I really try to play Malmsteen's songs, and solos, they are really difficult, as you know. And I think our first albums have a lot of influences from Malmsteen's music. I think they are power metal music, so there's a lot of influences there. And also I know that our guitarist Emil is also a big fan of Malmsteen. He has also met the guy himself. It was 1 year or 2 years ago. Emil won some kind of guitar competition.
Yeah.
There was some kind of competition where you could. It was about. I think it was about playing good solo or something. There was many people attending that competition, and they tried to make a really great solo. And as far as I know, Malmsteen was one of the judges there. And Emil won that competition, and he met Malmsteen personally. So we have a lot of Malmsteen fans here in band. So also, I remember I listened to Vinnie Moore and Tony McAlpine, really great players. I met Vinnie Moore shortly when we were playing in Sweden Rock. 2008, we were hanging there on backstage area, and we noticed that UFO's touring bus was there, and we just ran there and we banged the door. Is Vinnie Moore there? Is Mr. Vinnie Moore there? And then some guy opened the door and said, wait a second. And then Vinnie Moore came out of the bus, and we met him. If I remember, I was with Kasperi. We were there together, me and Kasperi, and we talked with Vinnie Moore for a while. He was really nice, and we took some selfies with him.
Of course.
Tony McAlpine, I haven't met yet. Probably I will meet him someday because I'm going to attend one of his shows in the future. I want to see him live. Also, one of my guitar idols have been, how do you say, Uli Jon Roth. Is it Ulai or Uli? I don't know. Ulai Jon Roth. I met him in London maybe 5 years ago by accident. It seems like I meet a lot of people by accident. I have met Ulai Jon Roth by accident, and I have met Benny Andersson of ABBA by accident. So I have this kind of habit to meet people by accident. I was shopping some clothes in London and I met Ulai Jon Roth there. It was really nice. He has this really weird guitar he's playing. It's called Sky Guitar. The usual guitar has only, the frets. There has only 21 frets or 22 frets. The Sky Guitar has more frets, so you can play higher notes with that Sky Guitar. It's really interesting to hear because those highest notes are really high, and so you can't reach those high notes with traditional guitars. You have to have the Sky Guitar. Really. Eyes of the Wolf is asking, what's your favorite song to play live? Do you have any special favorite?
I like,
I like to play River of Tuoni. It's been on our set list all the time.
Yeah.
There's something. Also, it's interesting that when we were touring first time ever in 2008, I was guitarist on stage. So I've been playing the song as guitarist, and now I play it as keyboardist. So I've been in two roles. It feels nice. Also, the song originally has guitar solo, which I played, and now I played the same solo with keyboards.
Okay.
I have made some minor changes there, of course, because there are different instruments. You can't play exactly the same way. It's nice.
I like Circus Black and Fame and Gloria, Magic Forest, and River of Tuoni.
Okay. Christian Kramer again here asking about which band you want to cover a song.
Def Leppard.
Yeah.
No.
We already discussed here about those cover songs, and we mentioned bands like ABBA, Modern Talking, Nick Kershaw. Now we have Def Leppard.
I like it.
But it's always, when you're doing a cover song, it has to be perfect match. I want to say it again, because it's easy to make cover song, in some way. You can, if it's a pop song, you can just add heavier drums, you can add heavier guitars, but it's not enough. You have to make the song work.
Yeah.
So, and also, for me, you have to keep the original feeling somehow, but also you have to add something of your own. It's kind of combination of respecting the original feeling and adding something extra.
Yeah.
And I think we nailed it with the ABBA song. There is some touch of our own.
Yeah.
But still, it's much like the original version.
Yeah.
So we used a lot of time in studio with that song, with keyboards and vocal parts. There's tons of tracks for vocals and keyboards.
Yeah.
I think there may be 30 or 40 tracks of vocals and maybe 30 or 40 tracks of keyboards. So it's a massive piece of work, and I really feel for our mixing engineer, because it's really hard to make that many tracks working together. So, by the way, if you didn't know, our guitarist Emil Pohjalainen also mixed the album. He did the mixing and mastering as well. So if you don't like the sound of the song, you can let Emil to have it. You can really let him have it, and you can don't kill him, because we need him as guitarist and as mixing engineer. But it was really great to work with Emil. We wanted to refresh our sound. It has nothing to do that we were not happy with our previous albums. It's not about that. We have had very great mixing engineers like Mikko Karmila, who has mixed
Amazing.
2 albums. He
Yeah.
did Innuendo and Darkness of Eternity albums. He did really great work. Also, we have had Mikko Mustonen. Also, he was behind the Sound of Magic Forest album, and before that we have had Tero-Pekka. What was his last name? Virtanen. Tero-Pekka Virtanen mixed our first and second album. So we have been working with many mixing engineers.
Yeah.
We wanted to make something new, of course, and we wanted to try something new. And Emil told me that he would like to try it, and we really liked the way he did it. So, but if you don't like it, let us know. We like to get feedback from you, either positive or negative. We like to hear from you about our music. Did you like the songs or hated our music? You can give us feedback. We like to have feedback.
Someone is asking if why I'm not singing in Finnish language. Well, when I do those or write lyrics, I write that way the song requires. So if there will be some song where I find Finnish language, it's like best, I will write it and I will sing it.
Peternet, what is the craziest thing that has ever happened on stage?
Jonas.
Jonas, we have to tell about Jonas, yes. But besides that, do you have anything else? We have to think about craziest things. Okay, we have a lot of accidents on stage.
Yeah.
We have some different kind of surprises happening there on stage. But let's start with Jonas, because it's one of the best stories ever. It was it in 2008 or 9? We were touring with Epica in Europe, and our tour prank for Epica was that during their ballad song there was Kuhn Janssen, their keyboards, playing some soft piano thing, and Simone was singing. There were really, it was kind of soft moment, how you say. And suddenly our drummer Jonas ran through the stage completely naked, and people just went crazy, and band stopped playing because they couldn't play anymore because everyone was laughing. So
sorry about that.
They tried to get even with us, but they didn't have the arsenal. But I think that's one of the strangest and crazy things that happened on stage. It's tough to beat. I don't know which would be crazier than that. Seeing a drummer naked on stage. Maybe you can have some ideas for us. And we might do it if we are drunk enough. But we are never drunk on stage.
No,
we always drink after the show, not before. We are so lame people. We don't do drugs or alcohol before shows, and also not after the shows. Maybe little beer.
Little beer.
Yeah. So, do you have any more questions on the paper? We have got lot of questions beforehand. Okay. There's this theme about Eurovision. There's been during these years we've been asked several times to maybe it's possible for us to attend Eurovision contest. Do you have any comments about Eurovision in general?
Well, I like Eurovision competition because I think it's all about the songs. It's not about who performs it. And if I would go to Eurovision competition, I would like to go with only vocals and maybe keyboards, not like whole band, because yeah, it would be nice to see something really really emotional, like people maybe eyes closed listen and try to affect them by only the music.
Yeah, for me, I also wouldn't mind playing in Eurovision. There's a lot of bands there which would be ashamed of playing in Eurovision. Many bands, heavy bands, are so tough guys, so tough. So if you are playing heavy metal, you have to be tough. You can not play anything softer music. I don't think in that way. I would be delighted to play in Eurovision contest someday. So let's keep the door open. It's possible. If, I don't know how to do it in general. I don't know about the contests. Maybe there's some kind of local contest first. So we have to be. We would have to win the Finnish competition first, and then until then we could make into the real Eurovision. So I don't know what kind of chances do we have here in Finland. I don't know. But let's keep the door open. It's possible. So let's see.
What are your pre-stage warm-up and preparation rituals? Well, for me, I like to do everything like at the last minute. Like I do my hair and makeup and stage clothes and everything like that way that I can, when I'm finished, I can just walk to the stage. I don't want to like wait. I want to. I think part of my performance is when I do makeup and hair and stuff, and then go and sing.
I do this.
Yeah.
I just little rub my fingers like this. Maybe some. Can you hear this sound? Maybe
I can.
I a little bit warm my hands, and then maybe I jump a little bit. So I get warm. Usually, in some places there's cold on backstage, so you have to jump a little bit and move like this. Try to get your blood going, so you're warmer when you're going to stage and some that.
I don't do any vocal like warm-ups. I have had that is a tube called Lux Box. And that's the only warm-up I do with my vocals.
Okay, there's also mentioning about Eurovision again. There's a band called Lordi mentioned. It's true that Lordi won the competition in 2006. It was great, of course, and I like the band. I like Lordi. And it was also great for the heavy metal scene in general, because there's been several years before anything related to heavy metal has won the competition. In fact, I don't know has any real heavy band ever won the competition before Lordi did. I don't know. ABBA. kind of heavy metal. Okay, in our hands, it's now a kind of metal music. So there's been also a lot of how do you say it? A lot of people have been confused about the continuous change in musical style, and some people has been telling me that you are not a heavy metal band anymore, you are kind of pop band. I don't know, we just are, but we are. But when we are on stage, we are doing also older songs. We are not doing just the newer ones. So when you come to see us, we are playing songs from River of Tuoni and End of Eden and Circus Black. So we are doing songs for almost every album. So if you like our older songs, you can hear those. If you come see us. Of course, we have so many albums out now. It's 9 or 10. 9. It's ridiculous how many albums we have. So we have, I think we have 9 or 10 albums out. So you can imagine if we have about 100 songs and we have to choose to set list, maybe we have time for 10 or 15 songs.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to choose songs from every album, but we try to do it. Maybe sometimes some albums are not included, but we try to make a nice set of different kind of songs. So there's also some faster songs like Dragonflies, which is nice to play maybe after some slower or softer song. I think for me it's nice contrast to play maybe a couple of softer songs like that ABBA song, Lay All Your Love on Me, maybe Knock Knock Who's There, those kind of songs, and then continue with Dragonflies or River of Tuoni, something fast.
Yeah.
I like the contrast, and I hopefully you are liking it too, because for me it would be boring to listen to just same kind of songs during the whole set. It's nice to have variation between songs, softer songs, then some heavier songs and faster songs. Who would like to listen to same song 10 times in a row?
Yeah.
Same kind of songs. So we keep this also in the future. We are going to play different kinds of songs in the show. There's Switzerland mentioned again. Christian. Okay, Christian want to send us some pictures from show 2017 and 18. Okay, that's nice. And who can I send? You can use our band mail info@amberiandawn.com. It's our mail, you can send there. Okay, top 10. Elise Ryd fanpage has been asking about our hobbies beside music. Do we have any hobbies?
Well, I like to do some gardening, and one of my favorite hobbies is I do like furnitures, like old furniture to new. How to say it? Okay, if I have a very old chair, I make it new. I paint it and do everything. I don't know what is the word for it, but that is my hobby.
Yeah. It's like Rick's Restoration on History Channel. Do you know the TV series? He's restoring all of those old things.
Yeah.
My hobbies, well, I don't know. I like to do nothing. That's my hobby. Most relaxing is just to do nothing. That's
nice.
But also I like to jog and walk. We have nice forests scenes here in Finland. We have a lot of nice forests here. It's really nice to walk in there and maybe jog a little. And when you are in forest by yourself, you are walking, you can really think about all kind of stuff. And many times I have got some kind of ideas for songs. For example, what was the song? Symphony Series. No, it was about something else. It was Chanel's Ball, that kind of named song. It has this kind of orchestral kind of intro. Da, 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 da. I just started to hear that theme in my head when I was jogging in the forest, and then I went to home and I just recorded the first version of the intro. It's weird because I just started to hear the song while I was jogging. So sometimes it just happens when you're doing something and you just get some kind of idea somewhere. I don't know where those ideas come from. Also, sometimes when I'm driving my car some long distance, maybe 2 hours, just driving some boring highway, I might get some ideas for songs. But many times it happens that I forget those ideas. So I have maybe 5 or 6 great ideas when I'm driving. Yes, this is going to be really great material for new songs. Then I get to home, I have forgot all of those ideas. I think you have some kind of same kind of experiences.
I usually have a dream when I'm sleeping that I'm in a concert and singing some very awesome song, and I don't know what it is, and I say to me when I'm dreaming, like, now you have to remember that when you wake up, never. I remember I had a very good song, but I can't remember it.
Now we could maybe talk in Finnish for a while. Now you have a chance to hear how is Finnish as a language. It's really strange.
Yep.
So, eli morjes vaan, jos siellä on suomalaisia tyyppejä kuuntelemassa, niin kiitoksia siitä, että ostitte levyä. Päästiin listallekin siellä 10.
Wow.
Ja tullaan varmaan tekemään keikkoja Suomessa loppuvuodesta, ainakin Helsingissä, Tampereella, ja sitten jos kysyntää riittää, niin ehkä myöskin sitten vielä pohjoisemmassa Suomessa. Mutta tsekkaatkaa meidän nettisaittia, niin sitten tulee lisätietoa. Kiitos ja nähdään. So, did you understand anything? We were just saying hi to our Finnish fans here, and I just thought that we are going to make some shows in Finland later this year, probably, or early next year in Helsinki, Tampere, at least. So we've been. Last time we were touring, it was a year ago already.
Yeah.
It's a year gone by so fast.
So
we were touring with Laguna Coil in Europe. It was great tour. We had a lot of fun. We shared the tour bus with them. There was Amberian, Laguna Coil, and touring crew in the same bus.
Yeah.
So they were about 16 people. We played about 10 shows or something.
Yeah.
It was really great. And we are, as I mentioned before, we are planning to make some kind of tour later this year. Let's see if it's going to happen. There's, as you know, there's a lot of difficulties because a lot of tours has been cancelled due to this coronavirus thing. And when the doors opens again for bands, there's so many bands willing to tour. So I don't know what's going to happen because it's not going to be the usual situation because I'm afraid that many venues are going out of business because of this break, because they can't handle the financial crisis. So there's going to be less venues left, but at the same time, there's going to be more bands than ever willing to tour. So
in the same week.
It's going to be really interesting to see which bands are able to tour when the doors are open again. But meanwhile, we just have to be here. We need to be safe and avoid connections with other people as much as possible so that we are not spreading the disease. So we are told. Do you have any newer questions here?
Do you read any books? Yes, a lot.
I don't.
You don't? Why?
I can't concentrate on reading. I have some kind of functional disorder because I can't concentrate.
What about listening?
That's maybe listening. That's something I could try. Maybe listening to some books.
Yeah.
In the first albums you played guitar. Why did you decide to switch to keyboard? Why does anyone do anything? It's just you get some idea and you do it. For me, it was okay. It's about 12 years ago, and we had made our debut album, River of Tuoni, and Kasperi Heikkinen joined the band as second guitarist. And I just felt that I don't have so much to give as guitarist. And because Kasperi was excellent guitar player, he was better to make solos than I was. I thought it in that way, and it was nice change for me to start playing keyboard solos instead of guitar solos. And at first it was hard because I was used to play guitar solos, and it's easy to get good guitar sound. It's easy, but it's really hard to make good keyboard soloing sound. It's much harder.
Yeah.
And luckily later, several years later, I got help from Jens Johansson of Stratovarius, and he helped me developing a good keyboard sound for soloing. So thank you, Jens, once again for this great gift for me, because I was almost almost dropping off the whole thing because I felt it was not so fun anymore because the sound wasn't perfect. And Jens helped me to get a good, decent sound, so it was fun to play again. So it's also true that we don't play as many solos as we did before on our previous albums. So maybe albums like Circus Black or End of Eden, they were full of solos. There were absolutely tons of guitar solos and keyboard solos. And it's true that we have less solos nowadays, but it's all because of the music. Because it's possible to add guitar solo to every song. It's possible to do, but not all songs require guitar solo. And on our previous album, we had maybe 4 or 5 solos there. And Emil did great job with those songs. We have, for example, United, the opening track of that. So it's a really great guitar solo of the song. So it's been over 1 hour already. So we can check if there's something. Do you have anything you would like to say before we switch off the channel?
Somewhere it's midnight, so good night.
Yes. Also, Eric asking me, would you sing a cappella fragment of Looking for You? What does it mean exactly? This, I know cappella isn't kind of all the tracks are being sung. They are not played, or every part is with vocal parts. But I don't know, how can you do a cappella version with one singer only? I don't know. I'm stupid. I don't know about this.
I can try.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Looking for You song.
Maybe tomorrow.
Okay. So Capri will do it later.
Yeah, I promise.
On Instagram or Facebook, so you can tune in on our channels. We have accounts on Facebook and on Instagram, and we try to be active there. So during the next days,
I will do it. Yeah.
She's going to do some kind of.
And the song is Looking for You, or
I think it's
or
fragment of
can I
Looking
choose?
For You. Maybe you can do many songs also.
Okay.
Fragments, Tear and Tear.
Okay.
And
one line from one song and second line from another.
So
okay, I will do it. Yeah.
It's been nice talking with you. Hopefully you had fun. We had fun, kind of. So we haven't done this so often, as you can see. We are not professional creating this kind of stuff, but we try to do this more often in the future, maybe. And so keep on checking our sites, so you can get the updates of our happenings about our tours and etc. And we try to make some new songs for you. We want to make a new album, and also we would like to make shows for you. So hopefully we can make it happen later this year, next year.
Yeah.
So I think it's time to say goodbye and see you later. Bye bye.